Let's take a second to talk about the difference between labels and folders in your Gmail. So when you go to your gray gear and you go to settings and you go to the second tab over, you can customize your labels. So these are labels that you can put on your emails. And so you can see I have a lot. So I can come right here and I can create a new label. So I know I'm going to need a label for the 2021 calendar. And so I know that I can put this as a subheader because you can see I already have the header for calendar. And so then if we were to look over here in all my folders, you can see that here's calendar, and then here's all the different years for calendars. The best way I can explain labels is to think of them as sticky notes. And I can put as many sticky notes on my emails that I need to put one on them. But then I can stick it in the file folder to keep myself organized. Let's talk about how this looks. So you can see I just have some random emails that I pulled out that are here. And so we'll look at the first one. So first one is last year's calendar. So I can come up here to the top and I can do labels. So obviously I'm going to label it with the 2019-2020 calendar. But you can see it's also still here in my inbox. I'm going to go ahead and put another sticky note on it because I know Brianna sent it to me. So that will help me in my searching. But if I go back to my inbox, you will see it's still here in my inbox and it just has my little sticky tabs on it. Now, I don't like having a lot of emails in my inbox if I don't need to deal with them. So once I've dealt with an email, I put it in its folder. So I'm going to come up here to the top and I'm going to go to move to. And this is where it's going to send me to my folder that goes over here on the side. So I need this to be in the folder for the 2019-2020 folder. And now it's gone. Didn't lose it. It's still here. Right there it is. So if I go back to mail, okay, here's one from Tim. So I have a label for Tim, but I'm also going to put a label of KCS Learning 2020 because it's really about that as well. I'm going to move it to the Learning 2020 folder. All right, here comes an email from Missy. So I'm going to put the sticky note of Missy on there. You'll see Missy already has her own label. I'm also going to add the State Department. So right there they have a label. And if I wanted to, I could put some other sticky labels on here, but I think I'm good with that. That should help me with searching for it. And I'm going to put that in my Missy folder because I remember she sent that to me. All right, here's one for Rosie. And let's see if we have one for grad classes. And I'm going to move it to my Rosie folder because I know that's, if I'm looking for it, that's where I'm going to find it. All right, so now we've got one here. It's from Angela. And but Leah also sent it. And Elaine sent it. So basically what these little labels do is they're kind of like cross-references that helps you with your searching when you're looking for your email. And then I'm going to move this to the folder for Apple. Now I've been very fortunate with everything I'm showing you right now that I've already had a label for this. But if for some reason I need a label, I don't need to go to my settings. I can come right here, create a new, and I can make that new label right there. And I don't have to worry about going out and trying to find it again in my settings. All right, so we'll put this on storyboard that. Webinar. Alright, so here's one from Missy again. So I'm going to put the label for Missy on here. Alright, so then I can also put in, so apparently this is an email about vocabulary.com, and I don't think I have an email label for that, and I don't, so it's going to just let me create one. And so you can see here it's asking me if I want to put it underneath a different folder, but you know what, I think I'm good right there. And I'm going to move it to the Missy folder. So then all those emails that we just labeled and then moved to a folder is somewhere over here in all these folders. One thing that you can do with your folders is it's kind of hard to see with my background, but there's 3 dots right here. And if I click that, I can change the color. Now you don't have a lot, but I can do some custom colors. So if I want to make my Apple folder green, so now it's going to ask me, do I just want to make Apple or do I want all the sub-labels also to be green? I think we're going to do all of them. So then when I click here and expand that, you'll see all my Apple folders are green.